Hello my dear friends, it has been such a long time. I hope this video is finding you well. Today I'm going to be unboxing and taking a look at the Enya Nova U Mini Soprano Ukulele. Woo, I'm so excited. The first thing I noticed about this box is that it's actually pretty dense for the size. So I'm just curious if that's going to be the case or if it's going to be the actual instrument. So let's take a look. So inside the box is another beautiful box that tells me it's an Enya Nova ukulele. Here we go. It smells so new. All right. Look at this little tiny case. This is so cute. I've been playing on an Enya tenor ukulele for about 10 years, so I'm familiar with the quality of their products and I really enjoy it. But that being said, I am also used to playing a much larger instrument, so this will be interesting, I think. This is a very high quality case I'm looking at. It's got a nice little strap here, and it's got a shoulder strap, so, you know, however you like to hold it. Beautiful zippers that are super detailed, you can see. And then a nice little logo on the case itself. So there's a little baggie with some accessories, which is so cool because when I first started playing the ukulele, it was just an instrument. Like pretty much anywhere, like you could just only get an instrument, but I'm noticing more and more that these instruments are coming with extra strings, they're coming with tuners, they have a case. That's so cool because it's just grown in popularity over the last several years. There's a user's manual. It tells you how to change the strings, which is so useful. I highly recommend if you're interested in this brand that you follow them on Instagram because they're always coming out with new products and they're beautiful. They're just really pretty instruments. Let's see what else is included before we get to the actual instrument. An extra set of strings in case you wind it too tightly on your first tuning, so that's super nice. And a tuner. Like, I've always had to just rely on an app on my phone until I started getting these instruments that come with their own tuners. Oh, and it's got an included battery, which is nice. I'm so impressed with how easy these companies have made it to just get started and get playing right away. Like, you know, when I first started, it was like you had to get the instrument. If you wanted to walk around with it, you had to get a case separately, you had to get a tuner separately, so it's just nice that they give you all these things. Let's look at the actual instrument now. So this is adorable. I wasn't expecting the gold color on the headstock. I think that's really cute. This pretty gold color for the gear head tuners. Not sure if that's the right term. It's a carbon fiber body, and looks like it's all one piece here. So that's really neat. It looks like the only things that may have been added were the bridge. But yeah, this is very cool. I love the little starry fret markers. So let's get into the details of what this instrument is. This is the Enya Nova U Mini Soprano. So it's smaller, it's actually smaller in body size, I think, than the normal soprano ukulele. It's got 18 frets, which for some reason I feel like that's a lot. Maybe it's not. It's 21 inches long. This one is obviously black. It's got a satin finish. Its body, neck, fingerboard, and bridge are 30% carbon fiber and polycarbonate. And the strings included are the Enya fluorocarbon strings. So let's tune it up and try it out. So FYI, this tuner is a chromatic tuner. That means that it tunes to all the notes. That means that when you're tuning your instrument and you get this for the first time, that you should know the letter names of your notes, and that is G, C, E, A. And the best mnemonic device that I heard to memorize those letters is Gotta Catch 'Em All. Okay, I didn't notice this until later, but there are actually different settings for this tuner. So the C stands for chromatic, and the G, I believe, would probably be a guitar, so that would line you up with guitar strings and guitar note names. The B is for bass, I believe. The V, probably violin. UC, probably ukulele concert tunings, so that would be what we're doing. And then UD is probably ukulele baritone, but I will check that out and do a little more research on what that is. So if you felt like memorizing 4 letters for the chromatic tuner might be too much, then you can just set it to this one. What I'm going to do first before I start really winding up the strings is I'm going to give them a stretch. You don't go too crazy, but I'm stretching them outwards. It kind of helps to speed up the process because the strings stretch naturally on their own. And you might notice when you get a brand new instrument that it's going to go out of tune somewhat frequently. So by stretching the strings ahead of time, we're kind of sort of bypassing some of that process. And as the strings stretch over time, they relax a little bit, and that makes the intonation go flat. So my trick when I get it straight out of the box is that I tune it a little tiny bit sharp so it kind of falls into tune. So this is the first time I've had an instrument with this kind of shape. This is a little cutaway, and what that's for is it's for if you wanted to put your left hand farther down the fretboard. I guess that's why it has 18 frets. I think usually they have fewer, but I could be wrong about that. But if you want to reach those frets, it's easily accessible that way. It's got a sweet little sound. It's not incredibly bright, but I actually prefer that because I have a less bright voice. So if I'm singing and playing ukulele, I prefer a quieter instrument. It's really easy to play my chords because the frets are so very, they're really low. It's got a low action, so it's very beginner friendly, I think. Soprano is a tricky size for me to play because of how I hold the instrument, and I usually use my arms, and I got pretty long forearms, so if I'm holding it like this, then I'm pretty much strumming like way up on the fretboard. But I think that this size is perfect for kids that are maybe under the age of 10 or people who are maybe under 5 feet tall or just have smaller hands or smaller appendages. Let's try some more. Appreciate the resonance of this. Like I said, it's not incredibly bright. It's somewhat on the muted side, which you would expect because the body is pretty small. It's not gonna really project out that much. And I think I see now that this is it's 21 inches, and this shows as that it is 23 inches. So I think they haven't quite. This might be I think this is a very new model of instrument. So that is such a treat. I can't believe that I get to test this out. It's so cool. Let's see what some finger picking sounds like. Let's see if chucking becomes easier for me. Alright, yeah, I'm like caught the skin of my thumb like once, so that's pretty good. Yeah, I like this a lot. This is a very, very friendly beginner model of instrument. It's a very friendly price too. And as of October 2020 right now, there is a coupon on Amazon for this. So the regular retail price, I believe, is $69, but there's a coupon for $10 off. A excellent price for an instrument that can give you hours of fun, relaxation, and education, honestly. If I got a grant from my classroom for a class set of soprano-sized ukuleles, I would get these because they're so, so easy to play, and it's just such an approachable instrument. And given the state of public health these days, this would be very easy to wipe down and clean. So you can think about that, because it's not going to have any wooden bridge that will soak up any stuff. Yeah, the description says that it's a light and cute sound, which I totally agree with. It is definitely light and cute. I would guess wonderful to sing to because it's not so bright. The one thing that I would want that it doesn't have is it doesn't have a nut for a strap. Which for me is really important playing this size of instrument, because like I said, I have large forearms. If I'm holding it like this, it's kind of hard to strum at the same time. That's just me, and that's my preference, but if that's something that you might also have an issue with, that's definitely just something to consider. But like I said, amazing beginner instrument if you're not sure you want to make the investment on something much, much nicer. I want to thank Enya for providing me with this opportunity to try this instrument out. I'll have a link in the description of this video to where you can purchase it. And even though I know it's been a long time and you might even have seen me in your feed being like, who is this lady? I hope to do some more videos soon, kind of explaining where I've been and what I'm doing right now, so keep a lookout for that. If you ever want to stay in touch with me, check me out on Instagram. I post the minutiae of my everyday life. It's pretty cool. Until next time, stay mindful, stay musical, and stay out of trouble.